Hey, it is so good to see you. Come on in. Hey there, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and for choosing me to spend this time with. This is my channel, Once Upon a Nursery, and I am Tamra, head Fruit Loop, top dog, and your host as always. And today is not only my tag, Mini Doll Monday, but it is also Star Wars Day Part 2, Revenge of the 5th. Yes, it is Revenge of the 5th. Get it, Sith 5th. Love Star Wars Day. I can do this every day. Yeah. So I have one more Star Wars outfit for you, but it's a big outfit. It's for a bigger girl, and it's Mini Doll Monday. So I was trying to figure out how to do this, and so we're just gonna do both. So yeah, I have several little ones that want to come and say hello to you today because they have not been on the channel in so long. So let's go ahead and get the camera tilted down and we will get into today's video. And I have a bit of a story for you. Gonna have to spill that tea just a little bit. Gonna have to spill some tea. So yeah, I gotta tell you about what happened to me. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video today. So here we are down here with a little one, three little ones that you guys have not seen in a really long time. I think it has been close to a year since this baby has been on the channel, and these two little ones as well. I don't really have these little ones on very often because I literally have nothing to change them into. Let me go ahead and show them to you and introduce them again since it's been a while. This is absolutely my most smallest baby in my nursery. This is the teeniest, tiniest little silicone girl baby that I have. She is absolutely tiny. She can literally just fit in one hand. So, yes. I do have one or maybe two outfits for her, but she is teensy teensy tiny little bitty girl, little bitty silicone. Shake it, baby. But this little one is Nixie Nancy. Yes, this is little Nixie Nancy, and I call her Nixie Nancy, so both names. And then also we have now this little boy. Woo! Bright light, bright light. Let's move that back for just a moment. This little boy, what he has is what he's wearing. I don't have any clothes for him at all, so he's rarely on the channel because I don't have a way to change him. So I just occasionally bring him on and let him say hello to everyone. He's a little bit bigger than Nixie Nancy, and I will show them side by side, but this little one is Noah Jonathan. My lights are being weird again today, guys. Let's see if I can change that setting so it's not so... Okay, there we go. Okay, maybe that. So yes, this is Noah Jonathan. Alright, let's have them side by side here. And you can see that she is smaller, quite a bit smaller, probably about a whole inch smaller than Noah. So Nixie Nancy and Jonathan, Noah Jonathan. Now, the reason why their middle names are Jonathan and Nancy is because of the show Stranger Things. Yeah, their names came from Stranger Things. So Noah Jonathan, and Nixie Nancy, Nancy and Jonathan. Hello, Stranger Things fans. So there they are. I'll show you them up close. How cute they are. So adorable little babies. And we will set them right over here. And we will bring up this little one. I've had her, she was the second baby in my nursery. This is baby number 2 who came to me. And I call her JJ, but her actual name is Genevieve Jace. And she's actually wearing the outfit that she came in. I do have a different headband on her. And I have a pacifier clip, of course. But she came from Ashton Drake Galleries. She's Ava Elise. And she looks absolutely nothing like her photo. Nothing like her photo at all. I used to have a side-by-side comparison of them. If I still have that photo, I'll share it with you. But if you see the photo of her, what she's supposed to look like, and what she actually looks like, it's nothing alike. It's nothing the same. I'll see if I can just put her picture right there and do a side-by-side like this. And as you can see, her face is much, much slimmer. The eyes are not the same. Yeah, so it was a little bit disappointing. She did have armatures, but I took her armatures out and made her a little floppy baby. So she is so sweet to cuddle. She may not look like what she was supposed to look like, but don't get me wrong, I do love this baby, and I didn't want to send her back. So she wasn't what she was supposed to be, but I love her anyways. So there's our 3 little babies for Mini Doll Monday, and I'm going to move them back over here because now I'm going to bring on the baby that we're changing for Star Wars Day today. Yeah, and let me hold her up because she was changed off camera. So this little one, this is Hayden Waverly, and she's got like a giant pink bow headband with flower, whatever, in her hair. And then she's got this little fleece top that's white and has bows on it that are like a coral color. That's the color I was looking for yesterday. Coral. A hot pink, a lime green. There's one with a bow with light pink and dark pink polka dots. A white bow that's outlined in black, like glittery kind of, yeah. And then a blue one. And then there's polka dots on the sleeves and around the collar, around the trimmed right here in polka dots. And then she's got these niece little pants. These nice little pants. I don't know what that design is. If somebody knows, you can leave it down in the comments for me. But whatever that design is, it matches with the bows. So, and then she's just got some dark pink and light pink socks on with little grippers on the bottom. So yes, and then she's got earrings. She's actually wearing my earrings. They're little heart-shaped earrings there. You can see those. And her beautiful little grumpy face. Her so grumpy. She didn't want to be on today. She said, Mom, I want to play. Mom's changing my clothes. But we gotta change her clothes. She's too hot. She's too hot in this. So let me show you what I'm going to be putting on her, and I'll tell you my little story about what happened to me. And I didn't want to... Actually, I thought a lot about whether I was going to do this or not, but I don't know. It's one of those things that I would hate for this to happen to someone else. So it's like a kind of a user beware, buyer beware, some kind of something beware. Okay, so I'm going to put these little red earrings in her ears. And I'm going to go ahead and change her earrings right now because I don't want to lose them. Ooh, her headband is caught around her earring. Okay, let's change the earrings first. So I gotta finish showing you what I'm gonna be putting on her today. So I'll just start till then. So this happened to me last year. I had a friend, and I'm not going to disclose who that was, because the situation that happened to me has nothing to do with them. So let me show you her outfit. So I have a red headband with a red flower here. I'm putting that on her. And then I have these little red socks. These are actually vintage and they're very, very old and kind of stretched out, but that's okay. I think these belong to one of my brothers, to be honest with you. So I'll be putting those little red socks on her. And I wanted to put a skirt on her like I did with Brenna and Breslin, but I didn't have any that matched. So I have this one here that is white and black and has orange on it. I guess it's like a Halloween skirt. But if I put it this way, which is kind of sideways, the black and the white shows more than the orange. So we're going to be focusing on the front. I'm making the front of this. So pay no attention to the orange. It's not there. And it's to go with this little onesie right here that is gray. And it's trimmed in red. And it says Little Stormtrooper on the front. And then of course it has a Stormtrooper right there for Revenge of the 5th. Star Wars Day Part 2. Okay, so yes, a friend had contacted me and asked me if I was interested in reviewing a doll. And I was like, sure. This is something that I have done in the past. I have reviewed dolls for, I think, 4 or 5 other stores and really enjoyed it. But so this is actually from Babeside. And I like Babeside. I have 2 Babeside babies, actually, myself. One of them I did a review on for the AliExpress store. Right when Babeside was first starting out, I did one for them. So the Babeside was encouraging people, asking people to send them their friends so that their friends could review dolls for them. And so this person had reached out to me and was like, hey, you know, you want to review a doll for Babeside? And I'm like, yeah, sure. She's like, okay, you know, here's the email address. And I'm like, thanks. And that's all the involvement that this person had. After that, the rest was just me and them. Me and Babeside. So, and I still have all of my emails all saved and everything. So the first thing that happens, okay, so I send the email and tell them that I'm interested in reviewing a doll for them. And she says she wants the links to my Instagram and my YouTube channel. And I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I send the links to my Instagram and my YouTube channel. And the first thing she says is that she is sorry, but that I don't meet their requirements. And I was like, oh, okay. Totally understand. And I was like, if I may ask, what are the requirements that I have not met? And she said, she says that my YouTube channel was inactive. And I was like, what do you mean it's inactive? And she said, you haven't posted anything for a few months. And I was like, no, that's not true. And I was like, I literally post every week. And I was like, I can send you screenshot after screenshot after screenshot and show you that I post, you know, every week for years. And at the time, you know, I told her that I had been on YouTube for nearly 3 years. And I was like, in those 3 years, I was like, I've literally posted like every single day just about. And she just kept saying that she was sorry that, you know, my account is inactive. And I was like, but it's not inactive though. I was like, I don't understand how you're not seeing. Uh-oh, I can't do that. There's little pants, there's little shorts in there. Oh well, we're just gonna do this anyway. But I was like, you know, I don't know how you're not seeing this. And I was like, you know, I'm urging you to go back and to look again because you are obviously not seeing what I have posted. I was like, the posts are there. You just have to go look at them. She looked at my Instagram and she said that my Instagram was very impressive. She said, I can see that you are very dedicated and, you know, you post about 6 days a week. And I said, yes. And I post on YouTube right before I post on Instagram. I was like, everything you see on Instagram is on my YouTube channel. But she wouldn't, it's like she was ignoring me and everything I was saying about my channel not being inactive. She wouldn't listen to me, and it was entirely so frustrating. And so I took a bunch of screenshots and I showed her that, you know, my channel's not inactive. And at that time, she says that there were no spots open for me to be able to review a doll for them. She said, but what we will do, and this happened at the beginning of December in 2024. She said that what they would like to do is they would like to send me a doll as a gift that doesn't require any sort of a review or anything like that. But they would like to send me a doll as a gift. And they said to choose any doll that I would like as long as they're wearing Christmas clothes, and they will send me the doll for free. And I told them, you know, that I wasn't necessarily going to be doing Christmas on my channel. And so I went ahead and I went and picked the doll. And the next day I sent the link and, you know, said, here's the doll that I would like. You know, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I'm going to get the camera tilted up and finish my story. All right, so here we are back up top again. And so to basically conclude my story, so I sent the link. It was literally the next day after she told me to choose a doll for a gift. I chose the doll. I sent an email. This is the doll I would like, you know, thank you. I got no reply. A week later, I sent a brand new email. No, not even a week later. I think it was like 2 days later. I sent a brand new email because all those were replies. So they were just being added onto the same email. So like 2 days later, I sent a brand new email and it says the gift with a question mark. And I told her again, this is the doll that I would like that you asked me to choose as a gift. I'm like, this is the doll, you know, and I, you know, put my address on there and everything and said thank you once again. 2 or 3 days went by. So I again sent the same email. So this is like the third time I'm emailing about this doll. And I hear nothing. A week goes by. 2 weeks goes by. 3 weeks goes by. And like finally about a month later, she finally contacts me and says, oh dear, I'm so sorry, but we don't have any dolls left available. We only allot so many and we don't have them anymore. Really? So not only did you say that my channel is inactive when it wasn't inactive, then you promised me a doll and then take that away from me. Calling me dear doesn't erase the hurt that you have given me, because when somebody says, hey, I'm giving you a free doll, well, of course you get your hopes up for that doll and you want it, you know? And what they did to me was just wrong. And the dolls are quality dolls. They're absolutely beautiful. And they are a place where you definitely will get your money's worth. The dolls are worth the money. They really are. And like I said, they're absolutely amazing quality dolls. The painting, the craftsmanship, everything. They're beautiful. I have nothing bad to say about the dolls. The dolls are amazing. It's the way that this person who represents Babeside treated me. And I sent her... Oh, there's a little bit more to this story. She also told me to contact her after the new year. And she said, after the new year, we will talk about, how did she say it? She said, we will get with you about doing a review for us after the new year. Okay, so I contacted her again about doing a review for her. I sent her 3 or 4 emails, just like a week apart, until she finally replied to me. and told me that I don't know, something about the shipping and receiving, and basically she made up another excuse. And then she tried to make me feel sorry for her. And I told her, I sent her another email later, and I told her, I said, you know, I'm going to go ahead and tell this story on my YouTube channel, because, you know, they tell people, tell your friends to come and do a review for us. And so when you invite your friend and you send your friend over there, there's a good chance that they're going to tell you that you are not meeting their requirements, and they'll give you a free doll, and then they'll say, oh no, sorry, we can't. So this is just a little PSA to be careful. Though the dolls are quality and you do get what you pay for, which is good value, good prices, good dolls. When there's the possibility of possibly doing a review, it may not happen. They may make up 1,000 excuses. So just don't get your hopes up, is my point. So yeah, it was heartbreaking. It was completely heartbreaking. And like I said, calling me dear and sweetheart and things does not erase the hurt that you gave me. Don't promise me a doll and then snatch it up away from me. So shame on you, Babeside. Shame on you for hurting my feelings. So, amazing dolls though. Okay, let's look at the mini dolls again one more time before we get to Hayden and her little outfit. So here is Noah Jonathan and Nixie Nancy once again. And they're gonna say bye-bye. Okay. Those are the only two silicones I have. I'm not a huge fan of silicone, to be honest. So those little teeny ones, great, but that's all the silicone I want. So, and then we have little JJ with her crazy hair. I love her hair. I do it all sorts of crazy ways like this, but little Genevieve Jace, little JJ from Ashton Drake Galleries. I also have a story about Ashton Drake. I'll tell some other time. But yes, there's her original outfit. So she's for Mini Doll Monday. And yeah, we're also going to be doing Star Wars, or not, along with Star Wars and Mini Doll Monday, we're also going to be doing Disney Monday today because Disney bought the Star Wars franchise. So technically these are Disney outfits. So it is also Disney Monday. And here is little Hayden Waverly, all dressed for Revenge of the 5th, Star Wars Day Part 2. And there she is in her skirt that doesn't exactly match, but so what? Who cares? I like it. All right, let me bring these little girls back up here. We'll bring JJ over here. Little floppy girl. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today while I changed Hayden into her little stormtrooper clothes for Star Wars Day, and for listening to what happened to me when I encountered Babeside and what could possibly happen to you too. But please consider hitting that like and subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification bell so that you will be notified every time I upload a video. Comments and sharing are always welcome. And I do reels or short videos of my babies over here on YouTube, as well as remixed reels over on Instagram as well, and also photos of my babies over there as well. I'm tripping over everything right now. Oh my gosh. I'll leave a link to my Instagram in my description. So that being said, we're probably just gonna go ahead and get out of here now because I suddenly don't know how to talk. Alright guys, we love you and we will see you next week. Bye! Ooh guys, don't forget to check out my new YouTube channel, The Ollie and Orange Show. We have a brand new video premiering on May 17th. I will leave a link to the Ollie and Orange channel down in my description. Please head on over there and give my premiere video a like if you would. It helps my channel significantly. It tells the algorithm to put my video out there more for everyone, so I'd really appreciate it if you guys could go over there and give me a like, and like me here too, please, if you could. So yes, Ollie and Orange coming up soon. Yay! Thanks guys, bye.